add 10 degrees of flaps.
What altitude are you going to be now?
Sorry, say again?
What altitude are you supposed to be at?
37, I'm getting back up there right now.
Just same, you see your heading bug, when it goes a little bit to the side, you just go with it. Same thing with your altitude bug. You see it's a little bit above you? Go get it. Go towards it. That's how you can use those references to your advantage. Without having to read the altitude or the heading.
This trim is a little bit off. Part of the problem. Back up. 3.3 to Bonsi, and 144 descend to 3,500. So let's we're going to turn 144. .7 miles, 2 minutes.
This little purple diamond tells you where you're drifting, so you're drifting to the left, confirmed by your course being to your right.
What do I do with that purple diamond?
Go to the right and pull it back so it goes back to the course. You got to turn the green. You can either crab to the right. You have a wind from the right.
Okay. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I got a question about that. 1.8 to Bonsi. Back just a little bit to 22 for 90 knots. Alright, 48 seconds to Bonsi. Be a left turn to 144, descend 3,500. Alright, this says I should turn now. Oh, let's turn now. 110 degrees of flap. About 1,700. Knots. 144. 35, pull off, a little bit of power, hold 35, we go down to 27. In the same course, at 2.9 NAR. And 3,500 and 144. A little power here.
Vertical track.
Okay, almost there, 1 minute to MNAR. This is a little bit to the right. Let's back to the right. And we're a little bit high. 1.5 to MNAR. Our back, we're way too high here. Alright, so let's put this down a little bit. 0.6 to MNAR, we want to come down to 27. So, I'll bring this back to 1700 about now. Let's hold 3500 for a second. Versus coming in. Hold 35. Alright, we're at MNAR. Let's come down to 27. Bring us down to 1500. Down 700 feet per minute. Versus a little bit to the right. Less wind from the right. Looking for 27 and knots. The nose down to get 700 feet per 1.6 to each point. We want to go to 2,000. At 2,700 and down a little bit. 2,900. Level off at 2,700. Alright, that's pretty close. Level off there. A half a mile to Bipme. Then we go down to 2,000. Maintain 27. Versus to the right. Alright, almost at Bipme. A little bit of power. We're a little too slow here. Alright, there we go. Down to 2,000. Nose down. And power about 1,500. A little too fast on the descent. Descent, maintain knots. Down on a 2,000. Versus still a little bit to the right. (2,200). Next altitude is 1,400. On a 2,000. We already passed Bipme. Alright, yep, we're inbound. That's right, we want 2,000. On course, let's level off here. Back here. Bipme to Woji, okay. Sabi, we're going to 1,400. We are, okay, we're going to 1,400. 100 feet per minute at 90. Approach is 8 to 3,700. Minimums are 1140. The lights on. Can I do that?
Well, just fly your approach first. Just fly your approach. Don't look outside.
Okay. I just wanted to see it because I hadn't seen it. All right. Coming down to 1,400. At Wispy, level off at 1,400. 1,580. 100 feet per minute, 90 knots. That looks pretty good. 1,520. Trim a little bit. 1,440. Alright. Level off here at 1,400. A bit of power. In that heading. And I'm looking for the next point. I guess let me see. I guess we come down. We're coming down to 1140 now. Missed approach.
Set it with your altitude.
Again?
Set it in your altitude window.
Yep. 1140, there it is. All right. There's 1280. We're a little fast. Looking for 1140. Distance climb straight. My hood's coming off. A little bit fast. All right. There is 1140.
Minimums.
So we assume we don't see it.
What power setting? To level off with 90 knots?
About 17.
Probably
22.
Okay, let's do that.
About 22.
Now you can click on the lights. Look up. I just click them. Then maybe the airport shows up.
Oh, okay.
There it is, right?
There it is. All right, now what?
We're going to go missed here when it's appropriate. How do you know that you got to go missed if you did not see the runway?
Question.
Your course in the center.
How do I know I'm going missed? We're headed in. There it is. We're coming in.
Look at the bottom of your PFD.
Oh, there we go. We finally got it. Okay.
But,
all right, so full power. Climb. We're going right to 3,700. Just down a little bit. I can clean these flaps up a little bit. Those are all the way up there.
The course in the center. Let's cram.
Let's cram, climb, clean, and communicate. Potomac Skyventures 220 going missed at Winchester.
Skyventures 220, climb attain 3,700.
3,700, Skyventures 220.
What I would do is I would take that heading bug and set it here. Because you continuously being mentioned, continuously mentioned, and the course is a little to the right, and the course is a little to the right. So you keep coming back, the wind blows you back off course, now you got to go intercept again. So just keep the heading bug a little bit to the right. That's a reminder for yourself to grab it.
Okay.
You can level over 2,800.
2,800.
Skyventures 220, climb attain 2,800.
2,800.
Skyventures 220, say intentions.
Head to Leesburg.
So it would be, the scenario would be, we can't make it into Winchester, like to go to our alternate, Cheltenham, so, Winchester to Leesburg, please. All right, Skyventures 220, left turn 045.
045. Climbing the 2,800. Seven. Everything came in at the same time.
Chester County 59 Tango Box extended right base 429. Traffic, please advise. County Airport, 476 Romeo is 7 to the south, inbound landing for runway 16. Traffic advisory, please, Carroll County.
Scavengers 220, let me know when you have the weather, what approach you would like.
Alright. Check the weather and get back to you. Scavengers 220. Invert this. That looks good. Let's do the RNAV, let's do the ILS into Winchester.
Okay.
And how do we want to come in here? It's Martinsburg, huh? There's Martinsburg. Make sense?
Okay.
Back here. 2800 to get back at my heading.
County traffic, Warrior 76 Romeo is 3 to the south, inbound landing. We'll be entering on cross on the left downwind runway 16, full stop, Carroll County.
Right, so that'd be 640 and 1. Load that. Potomac, Scavengers 220 would like to do the ILS Winchester with the Martinsburg transition.
Alright, Scavengers 220, enable direct Martinsburg.
Again, please.
Enable direct Martinsburg, Scavengers 220.
At Martinsburg, Scavengers 220.
Carroll County traffic, Warrior 76 Romeo, left cross on 14 or 16, full stop, Carroll County.
Alright. This thing through.
Leesburg Executive Airport. Automated weather observation. 0138 Zulu. Weather. Wind 200 at 5. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 24 Celsius. Dew point 19er. Altimeter 29er. 1. Remarks. Density altitude.
Alright. Back on course a little bit. We're off course. Going all the way over there. Can we do this autopilot again?
You want to do it with the autopilot again?
I want to turn it on at least for now.
Sure.
We don't have to do the approach, I just want to turn this on. Alright, so autopilot is on. Hang bug. Alright, so now it's flying that. I want to do altitude. Have to arm that? Oh, that's already active, right?
It's holding altitude now because it says so.
We got the wrong one.
But even though it said a wrong number, it was still holding altitude because that's what it says it's doing. Alt. Holding altitude. If you wanted to come down to 28, push
down.
You push Alt, back it up to bank it VS, and then push it down. There you go. But it already says arm.
Right.
Scavengers 220, tell you what, I'll give you a shortcut. Right turn 060, there will be vectors for the ILS.
060. Now this would have been the plan, but it's in here.
Scavengers 220, right turn 090.
090.
Scavengers 220.
Bring me in. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Scavengers 220, right turn 120.
120.
I'm steering you away from this traffic. I have it in sight.
Traffic.
I have it in sight, no factor. Is your GPS giving you any good information at this point? Usable information?
Oh, really?
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what to do with it.
Okay.
I don't know. I was thinking about that. I don't know what to do with it.
Are you going to Martinsburg?
No, I don't want to go to Martinsburg.
Do you think you're going to pass Martinsburg?
Absolutely not.
Okay. What's the next on the list?
Still.
Do you think you're going to pass still?
Certainly possible.
Alright.
Alright, what?
And the idea is in your GPS that you always have a purple line in front of you, because the GPS knows how to go too. At this point, it's just stuck at Martinsburg.
Did you activate leg here?
You could if you wanted to. At least the purple is in front of us now, right?
Right.
There you go.
Versus to my left. I don't mind flying this manual. Just for now, I just want to pilot.
Scavengers 220, right turn 140. Maintain 2,800 till established on the course. You're cleared ILS 17.
140, maintain 1,800 until established on the course, cleared for the course. Sky 20. If I switch the CDI to green at this point, what's going to happen?
Give it a try. What mode are you in on the autopilot?
Heading mode.
Okay, so it's not going to have any influence.
Right. So what does that mean?
So does it look like you're on an intercept heading?
Looks like I...
Does it look like, just go back to basics. Does it look like you're on an intercept heading?
Yes.
Alright, are you clear for the approach, right?
Yes.
What would you do?
Intercept the course.
Yeah. If you were with the autopilot, you fly with the autopilot, clear for the approach, fly this heading. What button do you need to push?
F?
No.
PR.
Yeah. Clear for the approach.
That's armed.
Yeah, so you're on the heading, holding altitude, but your approach is armed, so it's waiting for the nav course to come in.
Oh, I'm a little confused. It's like we shot over that.
But the purple has nothing to do with it, because you're not flying on the GPS. That's only background information. That's why it's so important to say, what am I doing here? I'm shooting an ILS. What is the most important information? The localizer. Oh, that's why there's always a warning. It says, remember now, when you load this approach in the GPS, it's only background information.
Okay, so the course is coming in.
Alright.
Hopefully it'll capture it. I see the glide slope coming in. Right, so it's capturing it. Glide slope is armed. The APR is captured.
Where's the wind from?
They have to wind from the right.
Yeah, so you see how your drift is all the way over there?
I don't get that.
Well, you'll get there eventually.
What does
that mean is, look at this. There's a course there where you're drifting. You went through the course, and eventually when the autopilot really latches onto it and keeps it on the course, because it's also trying to fight this now, you're drifting to the left. So eventually what's going to happen is, I think the autopilot is going to settle down here somewhere once it fights that course all the way back, because you need to crab towards the wind. The wind is clearly from your right, and it needs to crab to maintain that course. That's what's going on. Now you see that course, that magenta needle, is slowly but surely intercepting the course needle again. Once it establishes itself, it will sit perfectly on top of that needle because it's crabbing with the heading, maintaining the course, APR. That's what the autopilot's doing for you. Look how it's settling down now. Let's stop alive.
Okay, so we're inbound to Joe Cup.
Right. So there you are. You see how the magenta diamond is now sitting perfectly on top of your needle?
Yes.
It's indicating that this blue line that you have here, you can't hardly see it, but you can maybe see it here.
No, I see it. I see it.
All right. It is perfectly over the GPS course. So it's perfectly on the localizer. It's doing a great job tracking it. But it means that you have to crab to the right, because the wind is from the right. And when you were deploying this manually, you kept coming back to the course, then the wind blew you away. Then you had to go back, intercept it again. You intercepted it, went back to the top of the needle. Up, nope, wind blew you away again. Here, the autopilot is doing a great job in holding the course.
Okay, let's just slow this down a little bit to 90 knots. And here comes the glide slope. We can go manual. I don't mind, you know, turn it off. Wait for this to come in here. So 10 degrees of flaps. Power at 17.
Remember when you set those flaps, that nose needs to come back down immediately. Otherwise you run out of speed.
Oh, well, I haven't turned the autopilot off yet. Alright, let's turn it off. Alright, so I'm holding 182. And the glide slope is a little bit below us, so faster. Right, that looks good. slope is a little bit below us.
See if you can find that pitch attitude that maintains the glide slope versus chasing the glide slope. Once you're on it, look what the pitch is, maintain that pitch with small variations to maintain it.
That seems about right, but our power is awfully high. We would want 1700. But we're at 90 knots. Versus to the right, so let's turn to the right. Back on there. Glide slope is good. Glide slope is below us. Glide slope is below us. The course is to the right.
Good radio call.
Leesburg traffic, PT2, final 1.
Leesburg traffic, Scavengers 220, about 7 miles out, inbound runway 17.
A pitch attitude.
Let's get that back down. The glide slope is way below us, but at least we're back on course. We'll get it. I'm not going to chase it. For traffic, Scavengers 220, 4.5 miles inbound runway, straight in runway 17. We just about have the glide slope in there and pretty much on course. Leesburg traffic, Scavengers 220, 3.5 miles inbound, straight in runway 17. Glide slope is good, course is good. Course is drifting to the left. Us from the right. As we're drifting, glide slope is below us.
Traffic.
Have that?
There's no traffic here.
Okay. Glide slope is in, but course is to the left. Glide slope is good. Course is to the left. It's coming in. All corrections. Leesburg traffic, Scavengers 220, 2.5 miles inbound, straight in runway 17. Course, that's good. Glide slope is good. Glide slope is below us. Glide slope is below us. Leesburg traffic, Scavengers 220, inbound runway 17, straight in. 60, glide slope is a little below us, we're on course. Glide slope is way below us. All changes here.
Hey, you look up.
Is, alright. Landing.
I got him.
Headset.
Minimums.
All right.
Minimums.
Bring the power back and slow down to 75. It's my first night landing in a long, long time. But let's bring the power back and 75. 25, we're good.
What I'd like you to do is when you can finally see the asphalt, start flaring, little by little. Go ahead, start flaring.
Okay.
Start flaring, keep flaring. Look far away, don't let it land. Really don't let it land. Keep that nose up. Pull it. Keep it up. It's always a surprise.
Yep.
That's why that nose had to be all the way up here. Don't worry about your brakes. That nose had to come all the way up here, because then you definitely protect the nose wheel.
Alright, where are we going here?
Just keep going straight until there's safety is in the center line and the yellow lines and the blue lights. Just no brakes. Don't need brakes. Just stay on the center line until you see a yellow line come up. Let's stay on that center line. Stay on the brakes?
A little bit, yes.
They shouldn't.
Shouldn't be?
No.
Okay.
You either have power to idle or you're on the brakes.
Okay. No brakes. I'm trying to figure out where I'm turning. I don't know where I am.
You see a yellow line here outside? You see the yellow line outside?
Right here?
Yeah. You
Okay.
see that yellow line? Alright, follow that line.
Turn in here, okay.
And then you see blue lights there, right? Should save.
Okay, so that light is actually on the, okay. Alright. Hey, great. Leesburg traffic, Skybank just 220, clear runway 17. Alright, where am I going?
Keep going straight ahead. You'll see more, just nice and slow. You get your strobe lights off. Alright, just keep it nice and slow, because there's a lot of schmink on the, a lot of smears on the runway, on the windshield. Here's a yellow line that curves to your left.
Okay.
This one. Just really keep it on the yellow line. Eventually you'll recognize it again. Alright. On the right hand side is the Cougar coming up. It's hard to see. If you turn the nose slightly to the right, you'll see it. On the spot just before we get to the Cougar is ours. There's a Cherokee facing away with the rainbow tail. We can use that tail. Alright, turn left.
See,
Just turn left right now.
turn left, okay.
Just line up there. That Cherokee that's facing away from us.
Okay.
Line it up with the tail.
It's about the best I'm going to be able to do.
That's okay. Because I know you're going to be trying to look behind you, but it's impossible to line up with something behind you. If you line up with that tail, you're perfectly lined up with your spot.
Oh, this one over here.
Yeah, the one, it's
Not this one, okay.
the one that's facing away from. Right?
You may have been saying that, maybe I didn't hear you. That's okay.
That's all right. No worries.
Alright, let's turn this.
This here is a really important thing. Make sure you're really on the brakes and or set the parking brake. Because at night your peripheral vision is not as strong, right? You might not know. As you're doing your head down and do this, you're creeping forward. Your peripheral vision doesn't pick it up. So
Okay.
make absolutely sure you have those brakes.